Texting series number 4. Gentlemen, in this video I'm going to be showing you some text on Tinder alongside my friend Hamza, as you know, who has a YouTube channel.
Yes, guys, today we're going to be looking at what these girls are saying and fucking explain why we said what we said. Let's go.
So obviously Hamza is an expert, as many of you know. He has his own YouTube channel and he's actually better than me I am at some of this stuff. So he's actually going to be giving some of his own points and tips, as you all know from his advice. He's done very well. So let's go forward with this, guys. So I'll be analyzing the text messages to teach you how you can basically text girls on any dating app there is, and I'll show you text from my account, some maybe even from Hamza's account, and some from the other accounts I run for ordinary guys to show you this works for anyone at all. So obviously I run over 30 active Tinder profiles, so my knowledge in the dating space is best. I quite literally run accounts for men all around the world. So I know what I'm doing, okay? And especially now that I've got the big god himself of dating, Hamza, it's going to be even better for you guys. Do you have anything to say, Hamza?
Nah, let's get straight into it, bro.
All right, let's do it. This is how he likes to keep it. All simple. It's back in the days from Manchester Met University. Legend. I'm very happy to have him on this channel today. I'm honestly honoured. Anyway, so firstly, let me show you the kind of results you should expect when you use the advice I'm about to share with you. So these are the kind of results you should be expecting. If you use the advice I'm about to teach you, these kind of results you should have for yourself. Hamza, what was your days in university like with Tinder, my man?
Oh, man. Basically, me and Deni would literally just fucking get cold approach girls, get their numbers. We'd take pictures with them. Then we'd go on Tinder, we'd upload the pictures of us with the girls. And we'd just keep remaking our accounts, sleep with like 5 girls a day. And then we'd just fucking use it. As you can see the pictures on the screen right now.
Some of the messages that you see are actually from a long time ago. They're actually from Manchester Met University, right? So these are some very old pictures. But in this video, I'm going to be analysing most of the new messages that we get for other guys. So anyway, let's get straight into it, guys. I'm very excited. It's going to be brilliant. So texting guide series number 4 for Tinder. A special video with Hamza, of course. So let's get straight into it. My Tinder messages and Tinder profiles I've run for other men, and some golden nuggets throughout. So the contents for this guide: messages from my personal Tinder account, messages from the Tinder profiles I run for other men and get them dates, and these are average men that are quite literally just like you, regardless of age, looks, ethnicity, height, anything, okay? These are average dudes, okay? And if it works for them, it's going to fucking work for you. So just stick with me, because I've intentionally designed this texting strategy to work for any man there is out there in the planet, okay? So let's get started. Texting analysis number 1, dealing with girls' ego. This is actually an example from Zahir's Tinder profile. Do you remember Zahir, right, Hamza?
It's that Moroccan guy.
Yeah, it's the Moroccan guy, yeah. It was the one, that white girl that he ended up sleeping with that had a big ego. I think he helped you with that
results,
one. Yeah, he did. He got some good results, but I'll show them this one because this one's good for the video. So in this one, obviously, we open with a typical name opener. The name opener is the very best. You agree, don't you? You think the name opener is the best?
100%, guys. Even if you've got a pickup line in store, there's something on our profile, always open with the name regardless. It doesn't matter the situation every time.
Exactly. As you heard it from him himself, always open with the name. Then you're going to go into the pickup line. If anyone says anything else, they're bullshitting you, they're blue pilled, and as we know, red pill honestly is probably the best of the pills, but I try to stay away from the pills. Hamza is more of the red pill kind of guy. He's obviously more red pill, but for me, I try to stay away from that shit. So self-improvement, not for me. Red pill, not for me. But in terms of dating, I would say if there was a pill to go for, it would be red pill. But yeah. Don't open with anything besides the name, okay? Always open with the name. Then we go into the pickup line. You know what you're missing, your pictures, and then we progress into it. So obviously this girl has a bit of an ego, as you can see. I sent her the name Emma, correct. So this is obviously a bad start already. It's a bad tonality. Think about it. This is a dictator or a predictor of the future conversation that is about to unfold. The way she opens up and presents herself is not a good start. It's a bad first impression. But obviously, because I'm texting for Zahir on this account, I have to do my best and try my best to get him a result, because I can't let him down. That's how things work. Obviously, back in the day with me and Hamza, if a girl talked to us like this, we'd just fucking unmatch them, bro, wouldn't we? We'd just shag their friend, wouldn't we?
Just violate her and block her.
Exactly, we would just shag her friend, bro. That's literally. I remember you shagged that bitch's friend Phoebe, right? You just literally fucked her friend, bro. Yeah, as you know, Hamza was the king of degeneracy, guys. Like literally, when he was a younger guy, before he got into this holistic fucking garbage shit, you need to go back to your degenerate, bro. What are you doing? Stop making videos.
No, we need to help these men, bro.
You have a point. All right. So obviously, She goes with enlighten me. So basically, it's not already, she's just displaying her ego more and more. So it's just not going too well. But this is obviously, I continue the pickup line, right? So I just push for it. Because again, it's not my account. I'm just messaging for this guy. I have a duty to get him results. I have a duty. And that's what it would be if I was messaging for you, anyone, or Hamza. If you're messaging for someone else, you have a job to do and you must complete it. So obviously, I pull away by saying you can either stay on Tinder or come off of with me. So obviously, I'm giving a push and pull tactic here by basically framing it like she's chasing me. So this puts the ball in her court, which means she would chase me. Now, obviously, she again counters my reply by saying, "You got to impress me first." At this point in time, I'll just unmatch them. Seriously, as I said, you should just unmatch a girl like this. But again, it's not my account, and I'm texting for someone else, so it is my duty. So I have to pull a different move. I go into a light-hearted joke to de-escalate and say I can do a backflip in it, mate. So obviously, I just wanted to de-escalate, and I wanted to give a little bit of a joke here, and just slowly, gradually try and change pace. Now, obviously, as you can see here, she says that, yeah, that's giving you a slight boost. Well done. Now, obviously, this isn't a good reply, but it's okay-ish. It's a bit difficult, but again, I just go into the sexual vibe by saying I also know the pillow trick, and I also know about the knee thing, so you don't have to fake orgasms either. Hamza's the king of the pillow trick, aren't you?
Oh man, we've got the entire strategies on the inside, guys.
Shh, don't talk about that stuff, okay? You can't say that stuff. We don't mention that stuff. We stick to what we've got in the video, okay? We can't tell them about that stuff. Last time we did, we got banned on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You're lucky because your channel, you won't get demonetized because you have a pretty big channel, so I don't. So anyways, yeah, moving forward with that. So obviously I take it on regardless because my priority is getting Sahir result here. So that's the priority and focus for me. I'm going to keep pushing forward for the result. And obviously that's the same for any guy I'm trying to help with their Tinder account, right? So her reply is essentially, the pillow trick is a scam, knee is good. It's okay reply, but it's not ideal either. So now I'm slowly just trying to get into a sexual conversation, try to change the vibe, and just really try and see where I can go from here. So it works out well-ish, but it's not quite wanted to hear from her for Zahir's account. But regardless, she does state the knee thing is good. Now, I did make a mistake there. I should have played on the knee thing, like the actual factor. Like I should have been like, oh, you want me to rub my knee on your clit or something. That was a rookie mistake from me. I should have played on it. Instead, what I did is I tried to change it up by saying, you look like a missionary type of girl, to be honest. Now, that's not too bad, but she does give a shitty reply again. And she's like, you are on spot there. Not good, bro. At this point, this girl, I would have just unmatched her, as I mentioned, but it's fine. So obviously, her reply is annoying. And my goal here is to just change up pace and state you look like a girl that does well in missionary, right? So now I'm going to try again. I try with, you look like you can take it rough. Now, again, this is just the same thing as last message, but for some reason, this girl thinks it's a compliment that I'm saying you're good at getting rammed in your pussy. This girl just, look at, bro, this is crazy. Like, look.
I guess she's been training to get rammed in the pussy, that she takes it as a compliment. But it worked.
Exactly. This is what I mean, guys. You guys think girls are these innocent creatures and think like, holy shit, girls are like, oh, so purity. And this girl literally, she's having an orgasm and she's wet because I said you're good at getting your pussy around. Think about this. If I walked up to you and you're a man and I said you're good at getting beaten up or choked out, you'd look at me and you'd be like, what the fuck? But if you said to a girl, you look like you're good at getting choked out or getting used sexually, they get wet or turned on. Like, you guys don't understand how fucked girls are. You guys don't get it. It's not good. Like, this girl's proud to get her pussy rammed, and you'll see the pictures after this of how she's literally just getting choked out and used. I'll show you now. Like, it's crazy, isn't it? Like, Zahir, bro. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, Zahir left a mark on her.
You did quite a few things with her, but we won't go into that. We won't go into that. So, obviously, as we continue, she obviously falls into the assumption, and there's finally some progress from my man Zahir, and I play into line with her eyes, assuming she's good at sex, and ask her about her ass being nice. So obviously, I'm just trying to build conversation. Now, she goes, the blue eyes. Guys, I didn't even look at her pictures. I didn't even look at eyes. I just made some bullshit on my ass crack. I literally was just like, oh yeah, the eyes never lied that you're good at sex. That was a complete lie. Like, I don't think Hamza, a single day in his life, has actually cared about a girl's profile, what their looks are.
Yeah, bro, you gotta hit everything that moves. It doesn't matter.
You've seen Hamza's ex-girlfriend on YouTube. She's ugly, isn't she? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry, bro. Anyway, let's keep going forward. Anyway, yeah, so not a good reply from her, but we push forward into it since she's giving into the strategy. So obviously she's saying, you are right there. And I push for a big line, tell her about her blue eyes mean she's better at sex and specifically cowgirl. which is again just bullshit. But it does help with the result. And she does say, I do have a pink cowboy hat on top of my wardrobe, actually. So finally, we're getting somewhere. And now things are looking up from here, and she becomes more mellowed out. And this is where we go for the close because she's playing into the idea of sex. So here are the results for this one. This is my man Zahir. What did you think of this one, Hamza?
Yeah, you got the result. I mean, she's not a 10 out of 10, but I'll say she matches him in looks.
I was gonna say that. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. You know, I can't say anything. I think that the girl is fine. The girl's fine. I personally don't like girls that are like this because the girls like this are very slutty. But again, because Zahir's goal is hookups, he doesn't care about the girl being modest or anything. Good for him. I personally don't like girls like this anymore. Maybe when I was in university alongside you, Hamza, we didn't care. We'd sleep with about any sluts, any whore. But now we're a bit more modest. We like to go for girls in Spain, don't we? Our trip to
10 out
Mallorca.
of 10s.
Exactly. That's how it should be. But yeah, obviously, it was not too bad for Zahir. He was quite happy, as you can see here. So it went well. Anyway, number 2, texting analysis number 2. So this is from Yusuf's Tinder profile. This is a full texting story, actually. And Hamza helped me with this one, guys. So this one I'm actually going to show you. So, Hamza, you remember this one. You were helping for Yusuf. Yeah, Leah, you helped fucking Yusuf with this one. You did really, like, I was kind of like doing the other accounts, right? Because you have like 30 in total, like with quite a lot. So you helped with this one. So obviously we did the name opening as always to get her interest up, and this shows that you're confident. So you should always open with her name, and then we use the pickup line. So guys, always stick to what works. You know what you're missing. Your pictures line has the highest success rate so far. There are other lines, but I just use this one because it's got the best success rate so far as of late. We actually have a spreadsheet where we track this stuff, but you don't need to worry about that stuff. That stuff's just boring stuff, it's data. But yeah. Now, the real work of difficulty is a conversation afterwards. So after playing into line, we move deeper into the conversation and talk about a sexual fantasy. So obviously, I talk about, obviously, me with my hands around your neck. So this is for Yusuf. And then she goes, what do you plan to do with that hand on my neck? And then Leah falls for the bait here and falls for Yusuf and starts asking what Yusuf will do to her in the bedroom. And then from there, what I text her is basically, choke your what is it? Choke you, Leah, while I kiss the side of your neck with my hard dick. Hamza, bro, you text completely differently to me, bro.
Oh, man. You gotta get her wet somehow, don't you?
Oh man, you've seen Hamza's text videos, bro. They're crazy. They're crazy. But as you can see here, she's actually very. It's going well so far with Leah. Now she shows that she's into Yusuf and she wants more. So I text Yusuf with what I'll do with her to obviously build up attraction. So good progress so far with Leah. You'll see how Yusuf meets her and fucks her at the end. Hamza literally did black magic. You'll see this. Like this is crazy, bro. Like this girl is not easy. Like it seems easy now. So as you can see, Hamza does try to set the date. So he goes, "Yeah, tonight I'll come pick you up and you can be my backseat slut." Bro, you're too eager going for the date there. I can't lie. Like for me, I don't do that. I take a little bit more time, but for Hamza, he's
I
more
did
speed.
promise Yusuf that I'd get him a date on the first day, so
Yeah,
that's
he
why I
did
pushed
promise
for
it.
it.
Yeah, results are a priority for us, but yeah. So we sexualize her to objectify her, not validate her. Basically, we call her the backseat slut and tell her that basically Yusuf is going to use her for sex. Remember, I'm talking third person. This is for Yusuf. So yeah. So moving forward, she rejects the proposal, which is normal. Most girls do not want to fuck in free messages. It takes some effort. It does take a little bit of effort, but obviously because Hamza promised Yusuf to get it by tonight, there was a little bit of pressure on him, but he ended up still getting the result regardless. You'll see later on. So obviously from here, I play on what she said of having a headache and tell her that I will give her a massage. So obviously, she said that I can't meet you tonight basically because I've got a headache. This is just bullshit excuses, guys. If fucking Elon Musk has time to tweet garbage on Twitter, bro, I'm pretty sure a fucking girl has time to see you and have sex, bro. I mean, bro, I fucking got Hamza, who's meant to be a very busy man, sat here right next to me, fucking helping with my fucking video. Like, any girl that says they're too busy for you is lying. They're just lying, bro. They're just lying. So obviously, I play on her and tell her that I'm gonna give her a massage, and I don't obviously give up because again, we're texting for Yusuf here. So obviously, she doesn't have the full engaged trust into me yet, but she's giving in slowly. So I told her that Yusuf will pick her up at 9, basically, and she said I really can't. My ego here told me to ignore her and heart her replies. So obviously, Hamza, as he's texting, his strategy is different to mine. He hearts a girl's reply when it's dog shit and relies on the double text. To me, on the other hand, I don't heart replies on other people's account because it's too risky. But obviously, it does play off. Hamza, why do you heart people's replies, or girls, should I say, when they don't give you a good reply? What is your thinking behind that? I obviously know, but explain to the viewers.
Basically, if you heart her reply, she's going to think that you don't give a shit. and then she's going to think she's going to be scrolling on Tinder later that night, and then she's gonna see your name. She's just gonna get a notification that you hearted it, and then she's going to wonder why you didn't reply, and then she's going to add another reply, like, as what did she say? She said, "Where are you from?"
Yeah.
Yeah, like she reopened it. How many hours later?
That looks like
3 hours.
yeah, 3-4 hours ish. So 7 p.m. and then around 10 p.m. So
Yeah,
3 hours exactly, practically. Yeah,
It doesn't always work, but in most situations like this, where you offer to pick her up for a date and then she flakes, the best thing you can do is heart the reply or thumbs it up.
So yeah, it gives you a lot of power as well. It's a good move. I do use it on my account. I actually learnt this one from Hamza, but again, for the guys I text for, I don't use it because I think it's too risky. Because if my priority is to get someone a date on Tinder and I'm running their account for them, I can't afford to risk it. But obviously with Hamza, he's more confident. He's got obviously more trust in that particular maneuver. I'm more about logistics and efficiency. I want to get the date for the guy and really get them the best results. So I don't heart replies. It's not for me, but it does work well if you use it. And she does double text. The ball is in your court. You have full power. Seriously. So yeah, she did actually come back and double text because of Hamza's move here. So if a girl gives a shit reply and you want to take a risk, heart it. She'll come back majority of the time. So yeah, I indicate we are close by and seed in the thought of her sucking Yusuf off in the car to play back on her double text. Obviously, as you can see here, it says I'm a mile away from you. How about I get you in the back seat and get you to choke on my dick, Leah? So obviously, Hamza again, he's texting on this account, not me. That's why the text style is really different. Now, Hamza's texting style may be different, but it actually does work in quite a lot of. It depends on the guy, right? So for Yusuf, it worked out well because of Yusuf's like looks, Yusuf's personality type. Now, this doesn't mean Yusuf was actually good looking. Yusuf was quite average. The point is, it depends on the guy. If you're masculine, you would text like Hamza. If you're feminine, you would text more like similar to how I text. Or if you're a mix of both, you would text like me, right? Because I'm a mix of masculine and feminine. Like you guys think I'm like this ultra masculine guy. I'm not. I'm actually a mix of masculine and feminine. I'm a good mix. Hamza, he's fully masculine. He doesn't look feminine at all, obviously, as you already know. So his texting style is a little bit more different. So again, she gives a terrible reply, just replying to the fact that we live close by. And obviously, I tell Yusuf owns the bar nearby. His friend owns it. Hamza's actually the guy that did this. Hamza was like, wait, Yusuf, do you know anyone that actually owns the bar nearby to you? And Yusuf goes, yeah, my friend does own the bar. It was his uncle or something. His uncle owns the spoons, right? Yeah, he's...
his uncle's son.
Yeah, his uncle's son owns the spoons. So basically, typical Arab, Middle Eastern kid, very rich, spoilt brat. Okay, I shouldn't be saying that, but... Yeah, he's one of those rich Arab kids, right? So his uncle's son owns it. So obviously, we got Yusuf to pretend that he owns it. Now, guys, you don't need to own some fucking bar, right? You can still tell a girl you own a bar. It's not like she's gonna ask you your papers or credentials. Like, she's not gonna ask. You can still pull this shit off. But obviously, for Yusuf, it did help that he knew someone who actually did own a bar, because obviously, he could take the girl to the bar.
I mean,
But
guys, if you're driving like a fucking Vauxhall Corsa, then you can't say this shit. The only reason I said it was because this guy has a X5M
X5M, yeah.
competition. That's why I said it. His car is worth like 100 grand, so it works in this situation.
100%. And because of that, that gave him a slight advantage. And bear in mind, it's not even his X5M, it's his dad's. I feel bad for ratting out Yusuf. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, Yusuf did give me permission to talk about him like this, by the way. He told me that I could use his story in the video, so that's why I'm able to show you this. So yeah. Obviously, I told her that I just bought a new car. Yusuf did not have a new car. It's just some bullshit to make her wet. This, again, is his parents' car. So it worked out well for him. So I told her that she can be his new passenger princess. Guys, even if you have a shitbox, you can say to a girl, I bought a new car. Do you want to be the new passenger princess? This is actually something I got from Hamza.
It's actually a pickup line that you can use. Obviously, before you go on the date, fucking clean your car, guys. And even if it's like an older car, just clean it, make it look nice. But if it's like a Toyota Aygo or a fucking Toyota Yaris, then nah, don't use this line. Leave it for like, if it's a BMW, like any German car, then yeah, go for it.
To be honest, even with the Ford Fiesta, as long as, like, no girls actually understand car brands, let's be real. I mean, Hamza didn't have a fucking license for years, bro, and now finally he has one, so there's that for you, bro. But yeah, so you can get away with most shit, so yeah. So obviously you can lie and pretend your car is new, say you'd be the first passenger princess. Yusuf's car was literally just an old X5M. It was his literal dad's car. Still an expensive, nice car, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a very nice car, but it's his dad's car. That's the thing. And you could do the same. If your dad drives a nice car, you can literally just do the same fucking shit, bro. If you ask your dad, "Yo, dad, can I drive your car?" He's probably gonna say yeah. Just don't tell him you're gonna have sex with a fucking
Guys,
girl on Tinder.
clean the cum out the back seat. When
Yeah, just clean the car. Leave that space to your mom and dad. Oh man. So obviously she finally plays into her hands and asks if I want to own her. So as you can see here, Yusuf says, I own the spoons near Kirkby, the regent. So obviously Yusuf is from, I'm not going to actually say that, that's personal. You can imagine where that is, right? This could be anywhere. I'm not going to tell them. So obviously, so she goes, I'm sorry, what you own? So she's surprised that Yusuf owns the bar, which his uncle's son owns it. So yeah. So she says he brought a new X5M. You can be the first passenger princess or backseat slut. And then she goes, do you want to own me as well? I just want shoes in return. Typical gold digger, bro.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that? She's saying you can own my body in return for shoes. Like,
yeah, she's gonna want some Dior shoes or some fucking.
Probably Air Forces, bro. She looks like an Air Force bitch.
Yeah, she looks like a fucking go yard wallet kind of bitch, bro, with fucking Air Forces. Typical scat.
She
But
cannot afford a go yard, bro.
I'm sure you do with the school money coming in. But yeah, so far progress is going well, and I invite her out to go shopping and take her to a decent hotel. So obviously, she's still fucking obsessed and fascinated with the idea of, you know, him owning the spoons. And again, guys, you don't need to go anywhere fancy. You can literally just tell a girl what she wants to. You basically just tell a girl what she wants to hear and do the opposite. This guy literally fucked his girl in the car, his parents' car. Yusuf, I hope that you cleaned your parents' car, bro. I hope you cleaned your parents' car. Do you think he cleaned his parents' car?
I mean, I told him where to clean it. I don't know if he done it.
I mean, he has fucking Arab parents, bro. His parents would kill him if they found out that he's having sex with girls in the first place. So yeah, I probably he's kind of put himself at risk putting this on the video, you know. To be fair, his dad wouldn't watch this shit, so it's fine. But yeah, she's still more interested in owning his spoons at 24. This is how gold diggers act, guys. And this just shows girls' nature. They're all materialistic piece of shit, but you don't need to be an incel, guys. Use it to your advantage and tell them what they want to hear. If you tell a girl what she wants to hear, she's going to get wet and happy. You don't actually need to do the shit that you say on text. I literally tell the girl I'm gonna take her to the Shard, bro. I'm not taking to Miller and Carter, bro. I'm not taking her to the Ivy. Fuck off. Have you ever taken a girl to the Ivy that's not, you know, someone that's long term or worth it?
No, guys. Why would you spend more than £10 on a girl that you're just gonna fuck and
Especially off of Tinder.
Like, bro, just get her to pay for the petrol, park up, fuck her, and go home.
Exactly. She's just a Tinder girl, bro. Why are you gonna take a girl from fucking Tinder to the fucking Ivy, bro? If you're gonna fuck, she's fucked up guys on. If she's on Tinder, she's fucked other guys for less on Tinder, and you're thinking of taking her to the fucking Ivy, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Are you retarded? Anyway, so I set a date for tonight, and she rejects even with everything I told her, which goes to show there's more to this game than just being handsome and rich. So after everything I did for Yusuf, every fucking trick I played in the book, she still rejects, and she goes, I don't know. Basically, she just rejects his maneuver, right? She says, I don't know when she should be ready. So the best move here was to heart a reply fucking again, and she double texts again. She was like, tonight, and as you can see, she's playing into the date, and I continue my flirtatious texting, telling her she's pretty and should get ready. So obviously, I just keep the flirty act up, and I just press for the date, and you'll see how that goes. So now the date is getting close here, but once again, she's farming for my validation. I'm not even pretty. Shut the fuck up. She just wants me to tell her cute. This is what girls do. It's so fucking bitchy. You ask a girl, are you okay? And they're like, I'm working on it. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, do you remember that girl? What's her name? Christina or some shit.
Yeah, Christina.
She was literally like, oh yeah, I'm depressed and shit. And then Hamza went and fucked her, bro. Like, what the fuck? You fucked to the depression out of that bitch, bro.
I mean, guys, you just gotta make her feel better.
Exactly, bro. Like, you guys, look, she's literally farming for fucking validation. She's like, I'm not even a pretty girl. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. You just want me to call you pretty. So obviously, we don't reassure her. We don't give a fuck. Because if you do, it's a test that basically proves you're a cuck. So Yusuf was actually going to validate this chick. I had to tell him to relax. Literally, Hamza was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're going to validate this chick and tell her she's pretty. No, you don't do that. You actually had to give him a full lesson of why you don't validate girls. Do you remember?
Yeah, he was going to type out a message that said, don't worry about it, you're very pretty, or some shit like that. Like, guys, don't say that. Just fucking air it and ask for her address or move on to the next conversation.
Exactly. That's exactly it. So as you heard from Hamza, you just ignore it. You just fucking go for the address here and you ask for it. So the usual objection of distrust of obviously, Yusuf killing her, and obviously I play it off by telling her I'll just murder her insides, which changes to the terms. This is what you said.
Yeah, because guys, she was saying you're not going to kill me, are you? Because they met after quite a few texts, and then I just played it off by saying, yeah, I'm gonna murder your insides, which is quite fucking cringe, but it clearly worked.
It worked out well. She obviously asked how big I am. I tell her 9 inches. Please don't say you're 9 inches, guys, if you're 5 inches. If you have a 5-inch cock, bro, and you're saying you're 9 inches, you're going to be a retarded person, okay? If you're 5'9", you can say you're 6 foot tall, okay? Use your fucking brain, guys. Literally, it's the same as height. If you're a guy that's 5'11", you can say you're 6'1". If you're 5'5", you're not going to say you're 6 foot tall on Tinder. You have to use your fucking brain, okay? If you guys are fucking 5'9", you can say you're 6 foot. If you're 5'7", you're not going to say you're 6 foot. You have to be reasonable. If you're fucking 6 inches in cock size, you can say you're 7 inches, 7.5. Because girls, they will fucking fall for that. But if you say you're fucking 9 inches when you're 5 inches, bro, you're going to get fucking roasted and toasted. That girl's going to fucking see you take your pants off, bro.
Guys, if you got some fat little chode, don't go saying that you're 6 inches. Just don't mention your dick size. Just avoid the conversation at that point.
And on top of that, guys, if you're fat, you might need to lose weight before you have sex with girls as well. I think we actually had a guy that could struggle to fit.
Guys,
There's a guy that struggled to fit.
I'm not going to mention any names because it's confidential, but we had a guy that's 100 kg, 5'2", and he came to us fucking asking for help. We tried.
Stop. Don't reveal any confident. Yeah, don't say anything confidential, okay? So we have worked with a range of guys. We actually worked with a guy that was 5'2". He was overweight. We did help him with his dating life. Obviously, we've helped people all around the world. Hamza's a bit new to this side of things, of obviously Tinder outsourcing, so he doesn't know the full confidentiality, but we won't go too far into that, but we have a good case study that we're working on. So yeah, so obviously, as you can see here, Leah does have a bit of a nervous breakdown with the triple text, but no address, so I give her a reply, that's how it works. Basically, I give her no reply. So obviously, as you can see here, how big XX, okay, now I'm ready, baby, or some shit like that. Now she goes, you good, boo, and obviously, again, we just air it, and then again, Hamza eventually replies with 9 inches B. So yeah, so I saw it's going nowhere, I just told the dick size to get back into the convo, and again, she likes what she hears, and she asks if she can see his dick to see, and obviously to see, she needs to give her number. So the whole point of this is basically sequences. The reason why I call this sequences is basically with girls, if you want them to do something, you got to give them incentives. I talk about this in my previous videos. So basically, in my previous videos, I mentioned incentives, which is basically you make a lead up and a follow up for them to meet you, right? So obviously, for her to see Yusuf's dick size, she needs to add him. If she adds him, we get the number. Now, if she wants to learn more about Yusuf's personal life, she has to meet him on a date, which in turn is an incentive. So that's how you actually get where you want to go. So obviously, so far, all I've done is just play back and forth chess games, which is frustrating. I know that this is difficult, but this is how girls are, guys, okay? The trick, as I mentioned, is just a sequence that builds up. I tell her what she wants to hear, and she gets more emotionally invested into me, and she has to complete these steps to hear more. So, for example, she got invested in his work life now, and she wants to learn more. She needs to meet me. It's that simple. If she wants to learn more about Yusuf's life, she has to meet him. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Hamza?
Yeah, like guys, the most of you would just go and spill your entire life, how much you make, what you do in the day, over on a Tinder text, not even on WhatsApp. Like, just don't fucking do that, guys. Leave it for the date, and don't go sending dick pictures as well. Just excite her with it, and then meet her. Don't go sexting her.
Exactly, guys. So obviously, you need to make incentives and create reasons for her to meet you. So obviously, now that she wants to see his dick size, she has to give her number to learn more. So obviously, she does give her number here, as you can see, and then the conversation progresses onto here. So obviously, as you can see, this is Yusuf's WhatsApp account, and Hamza took over from here. This is completely like Hamza's texting now, so the style that you're about to see is not my style. So you're going to learn some new things. Now, most guys go into the WhatsApp conversation, and this is where most guys fumble. You always open with the name, you don't stray from the strategy. Even though this is Hamza's texting style, even he opens with a name. Like, guys, this is universal. If there's one universal texting strategy, it's the name opening. So then we go into what am I saving your contact as? I'm thinking future wifey. This is actually created by Hamza, not me, by the way. Credits to him. What do you think, bro? It's your line. Take credit, bro.
Guys, fucking use it.
Exactly. Like, bro, you're supposed to be proud of this shit. You've literally helped millions of men, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Fucking cringe, though.
Yeah, I know, but you've helped millions of men. You need to be more proud of the shit you've done, bro. What the fuck? Anyway, moving forward, this reignites the conversation to be flirty again and keep the flow. She agrees. And obviously, I offer FaceTime to build more trust, and she declines, which is fine. I don't actually want to FaceTime. Obviously, I just want to fuck. So Yusuf just wants to have sex. The FaceTime is just basically to build more trust. That's it. You just offer girl FaceTime because it's what she wants to hear. Again, you're just telling what she wants to hear. So obviously, I just asked for more pictures. She's a typical mid-looking girl. Obviously, for Yusuf, he didn't care. He wanted to sleep with her, so good for him. Anyway, one thing to notice is, guys, look at her. She's a mid-fucking girl, and this is how much work it took for her to get on a date with Yusuf.
Like, guys, it took me 4D chess to make this work, and look at her pictures. Like, she looks like a fucking
Rat, literally a rat, bro. She's a rat, bro. Literally, she's a
like,
lot
guys.
rat.
Yusuf has an X5. He owns the spoons, and
Well,
he's
supposedly.
yeah, well, that's what he thinks. But and he's doing that much work to fuck a 4 out of 10.
Exactly. Like, look at this, bro, guys. This is how much the fucked the dating world is. Ugly mid girls need this much work. This is why I teach this shit to get them dates easier. This is why guys come to me so I can text them. Because look at how much work it took for a mid girl, bro. And it's still not over yet, bro. Now, obviously, as you can see, fucking rat, bro. She's actually a rat. So obviously, now I'm asking for more. Obviously, Hamza's asking for more sexual pictures here to gain more trust, engagement, interest for Yusuf. But how did you actually get these pictures off of this girl, like, and not feel like disgusted, bro?
Oh man, I deleted them off the phone that I was using to text.
Bro, she's actually a rat, bro. So obviously, based off the foundations Hamza's laid and texting, it's worked out really well. She's sending news and kinky shit. And if you do this right from what I'm teaching, this is what it should look like, right? So if a girl's acting more bitchy, it just means you did something wrong, and you have to go back and try to correct that mistakes. Guys, it's all sequences and patterns. It's predictable, not luck. If you know your shit like me, you can pull this shit just as well, okay? If you know your shit just like me and Hamza, you can get results like this right here. With full I don't know if you can hear the conviction in my voice, but if you follow what I'm showing you in this guide, if you copy what Hamza teaches on his channel, I teach what on my channel, all of this shit works. It works. You just have to fucking do it, okay? It just takes work. And I know you can do it because I do it for countless men running their Tinder account regardless of looks. Guys, Yusuf is literally just an average fucking Arab Indian, okay? He's literally just your average Arab Indian. Nothing special, nothing crazy. And he's still got this result. In fact, most of you fuckers are going to sit there and say Indians can't get girls. Guys, I'm literally helping a 5'2" Indian sleep with several girls, bro. Like, you wouldn't believe it. Obviously, he's requested not to show anything, so I'm not going to show anything. But you wouldn't believe it, bro. You wouldn't believe it. You guys don't understand how important the psychology of girls is, guys. If you knew how to attract girls, if you knew how to trigger a girl to be more attracted towards you, you would be able to get results just like everyone else that I help does, okay? So obviously, so don't say that I look ugly and give me that shit because you can do it, my man. Hamza's done it and helped countless guys and saved many lives. If he's done it, and I've done it for several other guys, I'm pretty sure that you can change your own life yourself, okay? I've changed lives for other people. Do the bare minimum and change your own life, guys, and just literally just take videos from Hamza's channel and my channel and just fucking combine it, and you'll go very far in life. Hamza has plenty of videos, you can go check that out. Anyway, let's keep going. So obviously she needs more news of her. She sends more news of herself. Typical standard girl. At this point, she's just continuously sending nudes. I'm obviously blocked them off because number one, she's ugly. Number two, it's just obviously not allowed on YouTube. And obviously from here on, going for a date will be more easy because if she's comfortable with sending nudes, it's pretty good sign. Like, it's a good sign. So yeah, so bear in mind, just because a girl is sending nudes, it doesn't mean she won't flick. We actually had a guy that thought because a girl is sending nudes, it means they're in love. don't say names, okay? You're not allowed to say names, bro. You need to stop. You mention names on your YouTube channel because you have a big fucking audience. I don't, bro, okay? I can't do that. But obviously, girls send nudes to guys all the time. It's a hobby for them, and this is what makes them horny. The thought of guys jerking off to them is hot, which is disgusting, so don't assume because she sent you nudes, you're locked in. Over here, I just say, let me see from the back to get a little more, and obviously to see if she's worth fucking. So obviously, I wanted to scout out if she's worth fucking for Yusuf. Unfortunately, Yusuf didn't care. He just wanted to fuck a white girl. It's very stereotypical. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's stereotypical. It's standard. It's nothing special anyway. So this is how you get news if you want to set a date, and then so if you want to see how to set a date, then just keep watching, okay? Just keep watching. So obviously, I get bored of needs, and I tell her let's FaceTime later to the end of the conversation to reset the flow. And then from here, my goal here is to work my way up to a date on text. And I do this by ending the conversation when it's not in my favor. For example, she asked, what am I doing? This is a bad question. So instead of answering it literally, I hint towards a date. As you can see here, preparing to give you the night of your life. Obviously, Hamza tells her, I'm preparing to give her the night of life. Basically excited and incept to the thought of a date. And I send her pictures of the bar I supposedly earned. So obviously, Yusuf is supposedly meant to earn this bar in the X5M. And obviously, I just took a picture off of fucking Google Maps, bro. We literally just went on Google Maps and we just searched up Spoons region, and then fucking we just sent that. So as you can see there, so far obviously we're closing in for the date based off the foundations that Hamza built, and this does take work, guys, to set a date, but it's not easy, it's complex, it takes practice. So we have a bit of a conversation on casual stuff like what I'm doing, because girls like this need attention. Holy fuck, they need so much attention. Like before the date build up, we just had to keep talking and talking. So bro, how did you manage this with this fucking school community that you run and shit, bro? Like, how do you have time for this?
Yeah, like, guys, this is fucking effort, because you have to send her like small messages throughout the day so she can think that you care about her. Because some girls, even if they're like 5s or 4s, they still won't fuck you unless they like know something about you.
Exactly. So because of that, it's not as easy as setting a date on text. Some girls take work, and it's a great example. Back in the fucking university days for us, we would literally send a girl 5 texts, and we would be able to sleep with them that easy. Like, do you remember?
They just come to our accommodation, which was Artisan Heights. We'd literally message them 3 messages, and they'd be there.
Exactly. If you watch the university video, if you want to, this is not a plug-in. I actually don't get profited on any of these videos, by the way. I literally get demonetized on every video. If you want to check the university video and see my story with me and Hamza, feel free. But obviously, back to this video. So yeah, so I'm just texting her throughout the days leading up to the date to keep my interest high. So far, it's going well. But then from the picture of her in the bath, I say, bath blowjob too flirty, basically just keep the fucking flirtations going. Then she basically shit tests me, and this is where it gets civil. Most guys, I run Tinder accounts for use this is basically every guy that I run an account for, they would struggle with this. Why? Because she goes, well, that depends on what, and she goes, on what do I get in return. So obviously, when she says what do I get in return, this is not a good reply. It's a shit test, okay? Now, obviously, because I'm messaging for Yusuf, he's not going to fail here, okay? So here is what we do. This is a shit test of her asking what my value is, basically. It's disguised to see if I'm insecure beta, who will spew out basically just a garbage reply of what my value is, right? Most guys here, what they would do is basically just fucking get all incel and talk about their money, or they'll just be they'll just call her a gold digger. Over here, you just gotta play it as a light-hearted joke. So obviously what Hamza did is he said, a big dick in your mouth. What do I get in return? A big dick in your mouth.
Guys, she's a fucking 3 out of 10. What else is she gonna get?
Exactly.
I'm not even gonna lie to her. That's all she's getting.
Exactly. That's even a big dick is generous, bro. She should have a chode in her mouth, bro. Some 5'2" Indian chode, bro. She said anything else, and she's like, well, I want to know what else you can do or some shit. And I was like, give you the night of your life. And she's like, you need to show me that.
Like guys, obviously she knows that Yusuf owns a fucking Regent or Spoons or whatever. So she's expecting him to say like a Chanel bag. Or
yeah, fuck that.
Purse or some shit like that. But no guys.
No, bro.
Just keep it straight. Like, just say the night of your life. That's it.
You just gotta tell her what she wants to hear. So yeah, it does sound fucked up, but remember, she's a Tinder hoe. You just tell them what they want to hear. If I basically told her my actual value as a man, like I said to her, oh, Yusuf's this big guy, X5M, Regent shit, like, you're a gold. She's gonna cringe.
If you fucking say to her, oh, I've been working in the gym 5 days a week for the past 2 years, I've got an X5M, I've got a business, like, she's just gonna fucking block you, bro.
Exactly. You guys can't do that, okay? So I keep the act up and tell her she'll have the night of her life with me, and then we progress. So obviously we talk more about our days, just garbage filler to build up trust. So she lets basically Yusuf hit on the first night, and the long texting helps to keep the girl basically hooked on, and it builds up more trust. And guys, remember, you got to do it right, okay? If you just talk to a girl every single day, it's going to hurt your chance of sex on the first date, because you may come off as a nice guy. You may come off as the friendly guy. You don't want that. As you can see here, Hamza's texts are very masculine and firm. As you can see here, literally, I tell her I can't see her till I'm free, which is tonight, obviously. So obviously, right here, you can see I can't see till tonight. I'm busy. Hamza's literally got the most masculine texting. This shows self-control and discipline to say no, which is more attractive. I also play a push and pull here, telling her she has to wait and see me to mess with her. And from there, I ask for a dress. And obviously, I face rejection. This is normal, but still frustrating, since all the work Hamza's done is not enough for me to go.
Guys, I was sitting there playing fucking chess, and it's still not enough. I mean, we got that at the end, but keep watching.
You'll see how it goes. But guys, just bear in mind, this is the work it took for a 3 out of 10, bro. Like, it's actually fucked. I actually feel bad for every guy watching this, bro. Like, they're actually going to watch this video and try and decipher this shit. Like, I hope they actually do get where they want to go. Like, seriously, guys, this is the whole point of this is for you to get results. That's all that matters. So obviously, we invite her out for drinks for Yusuf. She goes, "No, I don't drink. I handle the objection like this." I give her a flirtatious reply by saying, "Hamza said that he'll pop it on her tits and she plays into it." Why?
Yeah, like at that point I was fed up with her and I just said some random bullshit. Like I couldn't be bothered anymore. But it worked.
It worked out well. So as you can see, Hamza, he has a different style to me, but it's working out really well for Yusuf. So obviously, Hamza steps off the gas here to focus on the goal, which is getting a date. And as you can see, I asked for the address one more time, flip style and secure it. And now the date is on. So as you can see, she sent her address. I'm not going to unblur the address because it's just obvious. I'm not even going to explain myself. Anyway, so I give her a time and ask what she's going to wear. This is powerful because now she's going to dress up and try harder makeup. She'll also feel more insecure and pressured to try her best for Yusuf now, since she thinks I have major expectations. Guys, use this trick if you want to see a girl is serious on a date. If she sends what she's wearing, she's 100% going to show up. So if you want to see if a girl's serious for a date, just ask what they're going to wear on the date. This is actually something you came up with. You came up with the strategy of asking a girl to show what they're going to wear before a date.
Yeah, guys,
and it's so powerful.
It's very powerful because then they're actually going to try, like they're going to put makeup on a nice outfit because they know that you actually care and you've got high expectations, so they're trying to impress you.
It's also good because they don't flake either. If a girl's sending you what she's going to wear, she's not going to flake. She's not going to flake, bro. She's already getting dressed. Why would she flake? The girls that typically flake are the ones that are very in between the lines, ghosty girls just before the date. Like, they don't reply as much. Obviously, if a girl's talking to you very, very, like, quite actively before the date, she's going to show up, okay? So, obviously, Hamza goes in for the flirting here to ask her to show her tits at the top as well to keep good flow. She rejects playfully, she obviously rejects the playful attempt, which is fine. Obviously, we don't care. It was just to show charisma here. She changes her mind because she felt insecure about her top, and then obviously she changes her top again. So obviously, as you can see here, she's wearing a different top, and then she's like, no, we're going to go for the white one instead. So obviously, this just goes to show how powerful this is. Honestly, guys, I'm learning new shit every day, especially with Hamza here.
Yeah, like, guys, the fact that she changed her top shows that she's emotionally invested into you. Like, she fucking cares that she's... Bro, that shows that she's not going to flake, the fact that she changed her top.
That's like, you can see the power in this shit, guys. If you use this is gonna work. So obviously, always ask her what she's wearing. Also notice how I did not validate or reply to meet her needs or demands. So obviously, she's like asking if her top's good. You don't tell them their top is good. You save the validation for the date, and this is high status and it's very attractive to girls. If you do this, girls love men like this. Seriously, they love men who act like this. Okay, so obviously, as you can see here, we progress forward, and this is what happens next. So obviously, Yusuf was actually fucking another girl this night, and I kind of fucked him up because he got him so many dates with Hamza and my help. So that's why I told her I'd send her. So as you can see here, we actually forgot about Leah. We actually forgot about Leah because Yusuf was fucking another girl on the same night because we actually got Yusuf some crazy results. So obviously, Yusuf was having sex with another girl, and we completely forgot to pick her up after she sent her address. So she sent her address, she got ready for the date, and this guy literally just curved her. So obviously it was my fault, but then we were like, you know what, we'll send her an Uber, bro. And we actually offered to pay for the Uber as well because we kind of did fuck up Yusuf by not structuring the dates out better. Yeah. Obviously, she didn't want the Uber either. She didn't show up for the Uber either. So she was like, no, it's fine. I wanted to come if I could drive. And then she was like, Yusuf said, got a surprise for you. What's that? Well, it's a surprise. I want to know. A nice set of jewelry. Why would you do that? Because I feel bad for being late. So obviously, Yusuf was too busy fucking another girl. That's why he was late for the date. She showed up to the date and Yusuf wasn't there because she was fucking another girl. So obviously, she wasn't too happy. She deleted her message. She was a bit upset. So obviously, this is normal. Girls have most ego. If you curve a girl, it does make them very upset. This is standard. And obviously, I also intended to get a threesome here. So as I told her, you know what? You have a surprise waiting for her, so she meets Yusuf at the date. So basically, I wanted Yusuf to get a threesome here to get him the very best result I can. And obviously, I can't say a fucking threesome with another girl or she would flake or cry. So obviously, the surprise was literally a threesome. But it didn't work out in the end, but she did end up fucking out Leah and that girl. But again, it just wasn't a threesome. So obviously, I pulled the charisma actor build back up and bring her down for the threesome. But again, she just wasn't buying it. And I'll show you what comes next. So here's what comes next. We ignore her reply and wait for her to reach out since I left her last message on air, which made her reach out to me. And she says, aren't you going to come over and show me the best night of my life here? As you can see here, because we aired her, she ends up coming back. Because obviously Yusuf curved her on the date, I did not attempt to reschedule. We just left it as it is. She basically just double texted, triple texted. She basically wanted him to come back. And now that I have the power and cards in my hand now, she basically just comes back to me. So obviously now I set another date, and this time I keep it simple. No flirting, no games, just masculine, cold, and simple. And I did the work in the foundation laying it also. Now all I have to do is just play the masculine game here. And as you can see, look at my text. All of them are simple, short sentences. This is how it should be when you have the power, guys. So this is the final texting sequence here. We ignore her and wait for her to reach out since I left her last message on air, which made her reach out to me. Yusuf code her on a date, and again, I just did not attempt a reschedule. Okay, so obviously the power is in my hands, and again, one last time, I just set the date, keep it simple, masculine, no flirty shit. The work is done, and again, just simple sentences, guys. This shows you how you get power. And again, because I had the address from our previous conversation, I didn't even need to ask. I just got her to show up on the date with Yusuf, and boom, here are the results of Yusuf. What do you think? This is obviously all you, Hamza. This is your magical work.
I mean, yeah, she ended up wearing a completely different fit, but he ended up fucking her, so that's what's important.
Exactly. Girls change their fit every 10 seconds, bro. Like, it's so stupid, bro. Like, they just change that color. Like, oh, I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna like, shut the fuck up, bro. You're gonna take it off anyways. Like, you're gonna wear that fit for 10 seconds. As soon as you're in the car, bro, you're gonna be naked. So yeah. Texting analysis number 3, high interest skills. This is from Matthew's profile. Hamza, I think you were present for Matthew, weren't you? Yeah, you were. So this is how you deal with a girl with a high interest reply. Now, many of you guys will go, why do I need to learn this? Well, just because she's a high interest doesn't mean you still can't fuck up. So this was obviously a girl that had a lot of high interest. So this is how it went from Matthew's Tinder profile. We matched with a girl that was called Capri. And she just basically, she was very high interest. As you can see from replies here, she's very, very in love with Matthew. Okay, so you can literally look at replies. Look, I love that. Them photos would be on Insta and framed in my room. This app would be history. So obviously she responds well. We play on that by flirting hard and putting basically full foot on the gas. The goal here is to take her from fully high interest to basically just obsessed in love with her. So we do this through dreamy and sexual texting, basically telling her what she wants to hear. We by putting a ring on her finger and shit. We're just telling her what she wants to hear. And as you can see here, Matthew, I basically just want to keep the flow strong for him and talk about putting a ring on her finger. Then she replies with treating him well. We play back on it by asking how she would treat Matthew like. She replies with an incredible reply, practically selling herself to Matthew. This is easy work, guys, but somehow some guys still mess it up with high interest. They get excited or giggity and they beg for a number. Guys, just because she's high interest doesn't mean you won't fuck it up. You can still fuck this shit up, okay? So no, guys, we do not act like a beg or a bitch. We still play it cool and we keep a good flow. Just because she's high interest doesn't mean we can throw the rules out the window and act like just text like a simp. You can't do that. So obviously I continued messaging her into the full texting story of what Matthew will do to her sexually, and here are the results for this one. So this is obviously Matthew's results. Ended up meeting the girl, ended up having sex with a very high interest girl. It worked out well, but again, if I didn't text from Matthew, he wouldn't be here today. He would not be having sex with a girl. He would not be doing this shit.
Fair play to Matthew, she's actually a fucking like 7, 8 out of 10.
Like, she is a good looking girl. She is a good, like, this is better than fucking Leah, bro. It's better than Leah. But still, it worked out well. So after sex text message, this is actually from my Tinder profile. This is the final one. So this famous text actually comes from a while back, and a lot of you asked me how I did it. And I actually learned this one from Hamza. So Hamza actually helped you with this girl. So there's actually a girl that I fucked so hard in bed, she always begged to come see me. And she was always begging. We actually did a texting story. It was Gossia, wasn't it? It was Gossia.
Yeah, it was Gossia.
Yeah, so obviously it's a long texting story, but to get this reaction, you need to have sex with the girl first. And then after you fuck her, you go ghost and ignore her and let her reach out. Then you go and fuck her again, but this time you do it so rough, she literally ends up storing broken. Then you ghost her one last time, and then this time she'll be begging to see as she was here. And then I told her beg, and then she sent that. And then she was like, I need you to have sex with me. And obviously that's how it went. So yeah. That's all there really is to texting girls, guys. Okay, I know texting is complicated. It takes a lot of work. I get it. That's why I make these videos. That's why Hamza makes his videos. That's the whole purpose of this shit. And I also help guys by messaging girls to them and teaching them everything there is to be personalized. Because the goal here is to help you guys get the best results there is, okay? I do it because everyone deserves a chance to date girls in life. No one deserves to not have sex. Every guy deserves to have a chance in the dating world, okay? I owe this to my mentor, Force, in service of what he's doing and what he's taught me in dating. And it's all because of him that I have what I have today. So, I want you to have my results. I hope this video is giving you the tools that you need to get these results right here. So, I started this mission to make dating accessible to all men, and that is why I run over 30 Tinder accounts and message girls for guys so they can get these results. And then I post what works so you can copy it and get these results for yourself. I just wish to pass my wisdom in dating onto other men so they too can win in their dating life like me and my team. I want you to be strong and to have a woman that loves you. I want you to be a student of inner operations. And if you listen to other people on the internet, they won't give you that. However, you should listen to Hamza. He has good videos. But majority of the people, they will not give you that. That's the truth, okay? They will lie to you. So I truly hope this has served you, my brother, because that is the end of this guide. And I appreciate you guys watching this, and I appreciate Hamza being on this. Do you have anything you want to say? Subscribe to Adult Ops, right, guys?
Yes, guys, subscribe.
So yeah, subscribe to Adult Ops and Hamza, because again, it's important. Okay, so let's continue the mission. Let's carry it forward, and I appreciate you watching this guide.